Then and good afternoon. Gentlemen, the world first nuclear powered, a missile system called Burevestnik. It has been absolutely successful, tested by the Russians. And it has been done on the backdrop of when the Budapest, the meeting, Donald Trump cancelled it, and thereafter, two company of the Russians has been sanctioned. It has been test fired successfully on 21st of October 2025. Absolutely a messaging. And thereafter, nuclear war drill has been done by the Russia, and Russia says that it is going to get deployed the arsenic, which is not the nuclear powered one, but that is a hypersonic. This is a subsonic missile, that is a hypersonic missile, and with the 6 warhead, it is deploying it into the Belarus. That decision has been taken. Over and above, this missile system, is getting deployed into the Kola Peninsula. Kola Peninsula is north of Mexico in Arctic regions. It is getting deployed, and the position and the satellite can catch that location where the preparation has been done, and it has been successful. Let's see and catch up. Okay, what happened? You see, nutshell, this is a nuclear unlimited range. It can go round into that area number of times. And it has got, in this test, they have demonstrated 14,000 kilometer. It traveled. It has traveled for 15 hours in subsonic speed. No one can stop it. So let's see and understand what is this missile. First thing, this missile is 9M730. And also, what the NATO calls it is SSCX 9 Skyfall. This is the name the NATO has given. It has been tested, and it is a nuclear powered tremendous range, unlimited range around the globe. It has got stealth, is the ultra low altitude, and and maneuvering and endeavour. That is the stealth it has given. The range they have probed it about 14,000 kilometer, but the range they say it is up to 20,000 kilometer, or it can be more, because it is in the nuclear, the reactor inside the missile has got a mini nuclear reactor that sucks the oxygens, and then that gets the power to carry on. And no refueling is required. Once you prepare it, and now they have got this Russia-Burevestnik, they don't require it, because other chemical weapons require to refueling it. It doesn't require refueling. That is, and it takes a predictable path on which it goes. It can defeat all missile systems of the world. It can penetrate through that. And this work on this was started in 2018 onwards, but they had an accident in 2019. 5 scientists, Russian scientists, they were they died while they carrying out the experiment, and that is the time it was said. They thought that they will not do it. But what happened thereafter, US withdrew from the 1972 anti-ballistic treaty in 2021. That is the time, that is just before the Russia-Ukraine war, and that is the time Putin decided that no, we must, and that is the determination they have taken. And after 5 years, in October 2025, they have successfully tested and demonstrated to the whole world, and also getting it deployed into the Kola Peninsula area, generally north of Moscow. And earlier, when they were carrying out this, there was a small leakage of nuclear, which is the accident which I am talking about in 2019. But now all those things has been, they have able to rectify it. And, what is now, he is actually in that phase where the ground conditions is absolutely in Ukraine. They are winning the complete Donbass area. They are going to capture by say end of this year, maybe by December or January. Absolutely 100%. They thought that with all those things, they will be able to listen to what the actually Russians and Putin is saying, that they want the Donbass area. In other areas, he wanted to have the concession. Basically, in Zaporizhzhia area, they wanted to have some concession given to them, and also in Kherson area, they wanted to give some concession, but now no more. See, before that we have seen the arsenic missile. That was a hypersonic missile. It is a subsonic missile, and it used to carry 6 re-entry vehicle they carry. I'm talking about arsenic missile. That is hypersonic, and from Russia to France they can reach in, I think, 16-17 minutes. They can target. That is the speed, and I think in within 20 minutes and 20 minutes plus they will reach the your Britain. Anywhere in UK they can reach, and that is and they have demonstrated in combat conditions. With this Burevestnik and the arsenic, these two capability which they have got, and arsenic they are getting it deployed in the Belarus. This is what the Russians are planning. And I think we have to understand one thing. After Second World War, one thing is very clear. In Second World War, during the end, the American dropped Hiroshima and Nagasaki. There was no requirement, but to absolutely stop the war. And I think that conditions are coming. The Russians are realizing that until unless they do, of course they will not do with Burevestnik. That is a deterrence. That deterrence is a very, very high capability deterrence, and nuclear power no one has got, and that will really create the conditions. And they have given the name. The Russian name is Storm Petrel. Is a small bird which flies in the ocean, and they give the indications of any bad weather coming. That is the that's why they have taken this, and they may use it if it escalates to that. They may use it, and thereafter no one will be able to carry out the nuclear retaliations. So Russia is changing its nuclear doctrine, and if it is it gives the impression that the West is trying to push Russia to take some drastic actions like this, because on ground they are absolutely firm and winning, and there is no way the collective West can stop them. Their strategic defeat, they have to accept it, and they have to accept their mistake of fighting the war and fighting with Russia, with the frontline state like Ukraine. They have to give up this design, and that is the only answer now left to the world. Jai Hind.